it's going.
My name is Chris. As Lucas said, I have no fixed occupation. I have a fixed abode recently, which I'm happy about. I'm not actually going to use this in my presentation, but it's kind of like a safety blanket. I just got two things before I start. First of all, Laura, when she was sitting up there before, said that she went to a spoken word event recently, and you all know this. When someone says something, and they afterwards people go like that, right? So I'm not going to ask you to do that, because that would be kind of dumb. But one thing that I would like you to do, given my kind of ramshackle nature, is when I say something, or when the slide is really crap, it would be great if you could just go like this. And I'll give you a sense of what I want you to go to. Okay. And my hint will be this. Okay, so you can just try it out. First of all. Sounds nice flappy sound. Okay. I'll use the microphone. Okay. Alright, and Laura's focus was quite community focused, very, seemed like she had some kind of contribution to society. And the talk was very structured. And I'd like to kind of talk about my hobby. Yeah, exactly. So maybe we can start. So I'm interested in tanuki, who is a real animal and also a mythical creature that has many amazing features, but the best feature is a very flexible scrotum. Sometimes it's testicles, and he can do many things with them. He's also a shapeshifter and prankster. In Japanese history, he can do many things. Smacking fish, getting scrotum out to catch fish. I like providing shelter and also putting ashore like a keeper or very This is very interesting to me. So I started my research lab as a studio for creative revitalization of tentative and manifestation of the scrotum. And they support all the colors, all creeds. It's very important to, think about in our modern society, what could a tanuki do that could be of use to humans and provide a kind of link between the animal, the human, the non-animal, the inanimate object. So I started thinking about this kind of thing, thinking about different ways that a tanuki might help out in the city. I'm quite a fan of the scrotal hammock. It's very interesting, and I kind of became very intensely fascinated by scribbling scrotums and making collages about what I see on the Tokyo streets and how this might play out. Just like to just take a minute. And then I just like to leave you with that traumatic image. It was very traumatic for me to produce as well. And just reflect on that for a second. Then, once you draw so much, sometimes you feel like you need to take it into the real world. So if a man gives you a tent and your wife sews your mask, there are many things that you can experiment with in our urban environment. Sometimes it's very lonely. in the high-class area. Sometimes it's thrilling. This is at the Royal Dutch Embassy at a invited event for urban researchers. I think I'm the only one other than the ambassador that's been naked by poolside, and probably the only one that's made a scrotum shelter. Sometimes you can make friends with a scrotum. And mainly it's with sweaty and quite hunky labourers, businessmen, and hassled convenience store workers are not so interested in taking a chance on friendship. When you're very lucky, you get a chance to give back to the community, and you can produce shelter and shade in the hot summer sun for people that are outside having their lunch boxes on the street. Sometimes you get to interact with the community. Mainly it's with children, surprisingly. They're interested in stealing your scrotum. That's fine with me, and it's also a nice chance for intergenerational learning. On the other hand, ladies that are sexy, not interested. They have, and I think that's the reason is that they have their lifestyle down pat, and they know how to react to every unexpected encounter. This is a sad thing. It leaves me with distrust. When a man is wrapped up in a tent, nobody's interested in it. It's true. This guy definitely. But fine, fair enough. But when you do that long enough, several hours, finally you get a bite, and a man becomes interested, and he says, "Are you a dog?" And I said, "No, Matanaki, know your own culture, man. Think about your roots." And I school him in the flexibility of the ball sack. And I tell him the story, and we become connected. And I'm not sure, I don't think he's drunk, I'm not drunk. We're just sharing a special moment on the train. Sharing information, knowledge transformation, innovation, creativity. This is some pleasurable stuff that I have. This is unscripted and very, very lovely encounter for me. This last storyboard was selected in the premier international gathering on the current and future practice of ethnography in the business world. Why? I'm not sure, but they think it's fun and playful and silly and thought-provoking.
Well done, you guys.
What do you think? Yeah. But the main reason of my talk is to think of why a balding man in a dirty tent with a mask, pretending to be a mythical animal, why would that be of use to anybody? I'd like you to think about that. I don't have any answers. But here are some clues.